I'm Austin and I am 7 and I'm from Bexhill.
Hello, I'm Colby and I'm 7 years old and I live in Halifax.
I started at 5 years old at Lyd in a Bambino.
I was 4 years old in my dad's car park in a Bambino.
My highlight was Larkhall because it's my favourite track.
My highlight this year has been all season.
To be 2021 champion, it will make me feel very, very proud.
It would be brilliant to be champion this year or next year.
Now, of course, that was filmed on Friday before they went out and racing. Austin Newsted has since won the British title. There he is. But no driver. Okay, we're only in the second year of Bambinos in the but nobody has ever done a full clean sweep of every round. Newstead won at Clay Pigeon ahead of Jack Baker and Grayson Wortley. At Larkhall, he won a fantastic race over Wortley and Josh Griffin. And then at Wera, in the rain, he won and beat Colby Patterson and Otis Cleary. There is a big thumbs up from Otis. Is that Otis?
No, it's Mason Brooks.
That's Mason Brooks at the back there, sorry. Last year, we had a 3-round championship. Luca Holmes-Bannock and Ed Haynes were the winners. Let's have a look at the full starting lineup, Anthony.
Yep, Austin Newstead and Colby Patterson, like you were saying, starting on that front row. Can Austin get that full shebang of 4 final wins? Josh Cormack and Max Gilman on row number 2.
Row 3, Harper Das and Austin Oman. Row 4, Joshua Griffin and Jack Baker.
Row 5, Grayson Wortley and Luke Millward with Otis Cleary and Imogen Summerfield on row number 6.
Row number 7, Ethan Lucas and Fraser Anderson. And on row 8, the back of the field, it's Mason Brooks. 1 minute 30.87 is Mason's personal best lap of the race meeting so far. I think he can get in the 1 minute 29s in this one. And of course, he's on a black number plate. So you have a look at the karts. And the number 84 is the only driver with a black plate and white numbers. That is the signal as he's a novice driver.
Yep.
He is in one of his first 5 race meetings ever.
Yep.
Ever. Ever.
Ever.
Ever, ever.
Under my
Ever,
umbrella.
ever, ever.
Ella.
No, that was a different.
No.
Ever, ever, ever. That's a different band.
Oh dear, it's been a long day. It's been a long weekend.
It's been a very long weekend, trust me. Okay, race number 31. There we are. We have Dan Ashton in the middle of the track there. And, I mean, I've got to say, mustard slacks.
They were green slacks yesterday, but his excuse for that, well, they were his paramedic trousers.
Oh, right. Mustard, though. Mustard should be on a sandwich, not on the rally series. Shut up, Emily. Now, the drivers go into the starting position, the standing start. So, Newstead going for win number 4. Championship positions, Newstead leads Patterson by 18 plus 7. 25, something like that? Yes. Then it is Gilman 3rd, Baker 4th, Wortley 5th, and then Griffin, Oman, Cormack, Cleary and Das. They're your top 10.
Lights out.
And for the final time in 2021, the Bambinos are go. Newstead leads them through the Bruno Ferrari S's, under the bridge and out onto the banking. Driver number 74 leads them through turn number 2. It's a good clean start from everybody. And there's Grayson Wortley in the number 50 kart. Max Gilman in the number 50 kart in 3rd position. Wortley in the number 70 kart is a little bit further back. Down the hill they go towards hairpin number 1.
Nice breakaway from the start already. Your top 2 in the championship, Newstead and Patterson, pulling away from the main pack already. They've got a nice clear advantage from the next group of 3 karts just behind as well. Cormack, you can just see there as well, the number 12 sitting in 4th place. Max Gilman there in 3rd place. The 16 just behind Austin Oman, who started the first race. Well, he had a good start to his first race.
Yep.
He was leading at points, and then he did slowly drop back.
Yep.
But yeah, he's had a strong performance. Patterson looking to the inside there at Bobby Game Corner and thinking against it. And like you were saying there, the sun is closing down. It's the golden hour at Bobby Game Corner.
There's Jason, our cameraman, and
Or one of many.
One of many cameramen, yeah. He's the only cameraman. He's doing a really good job of getting all the angles. He's risking life and limb. Well, he's not risking life and limb. We don't care about life and limb. We care about the camera. There's a move for the lead, is there? Colby Patterson has a little look at Austin Newstead, but Newstead fends him off out onto the banking. And already these two, like we saw earlier on, they're pushing everyone else away. Here they come into turn. I've missed that camera angle, I've got to say. I like watching, the karts. They come into view, come towards you, and they flash across as they turn onto the bridge. Down the hill, Newstead, Patterson, and a gap back to Gilman. Then it is Josh Cormack. Austin Oman is there in the number 16 kart, running in 5th position. Jack Baker on that flame orange liveried machine. Number 17, he runs in 6th position. Harper Das is 7th. Followed by Josh Griffin, Grayson Wortley, Otis Cleary, that's your top 10. Then Fraser Anderson, Ethan Lucas, Luke Millward, Imogen Summerfield and Mason Brooks. And already Mason Brooks is at a 1 minute 30.96. He's a 10th off his personal best. I mean, this is the final round of the championship, and it's going to be hard not to focus on the front runners. But at some point during the race, we do need to get the camera on Mason Brooks, just showing, how much progress he's making, because he's in a race by himself. And it's just so important to just not worry about the fact you're on your own. You race against your lap time.
Yeah.
That's what you're in a race against.
Yeah, exactly that. Again, Colby Patterson looking to the inside, not going for the move there. It's just pulling alongside, just like saying, I'm here just in case that Newstead looks behind and has a look.
No, I do wonder, there's something white flapping on the steering wheel.
Now that, I believe, is a wristband.
Sticker. It's a wristband.
I think it's a wristband because obviously, as Bambino drivers, they've got quite small wrists, haven't they? So I can imagine the big driver wristbands that they have are quite, large. So they put them on the steering wheel.
Ah, right, I see. Okay, so wristbands to say which areas the circuit that the drivers can go in and not. I see what you mean.
Correct me if I'm wrong in that, but I believe that's what it is.
I think it might be the logo on the steering wheel that's coming. The stitching's come loose. Not to burst your bubble.
Well,
let's have a look.
I think it's a wristband.
Now this.
Place your bets.
So instantly, it's pink. It might be a wristband. The camera. This is like a challenge now for the cameraman. Who can get closest in to prove us right? It's pink. Is it his lunch ticket? Is it a reminder this is where the steering wheel, this is up? No, I don't, who knows? But there we go. He's chasing down Grayson. I mean, that would be a little bit of a distraction for me, having this thing in my peripheral vision. Obviously not Colby Patterson, but Colby Patterson's a far better kart racer than I was. Here we go, head down. Pink and white slip fluttering in the breeze. Under the bridge, 7.5 minutes to go. These two drivers pushing each other away. Newstead going for 4 wins out of 4 on the season. Patterson looking for his first race victory. And, Mason Brooks update, ladies and gentlemen. 1 minute 30.08. He's 0.08 of a second off the 1 minute 29s. Come on, Mason, you can do it. Meanwhile, Imogen Summerfield runs 14th. Ethan Lucas runs 13th. Luke Millward runs 12th. Otis Cleary is 11th. Fraser Anderson is 10th. Grayson Wortley 9th. Josh Griffin is 8th. And then this battle, Harper Das 7th, and then this battle on your screen for 3rd, 4th, 5th and 6th, Cormac, Gilman, Oman and Baker. 4 karts with you. Now, there are no flappy bits, so obviously Colby Patterson's wrists must be that much smaller than everyone else's, because everyone else has got their wristband on their wrist, not their steering wheel. If your theory, Mr. Jordan, is to be believed.
We'll have to find out later on, won't we? 6.5 minutes to go then, plus that 1 additional lap. Clear breakaway then from the front 2, clear by 3.6 seconds from this battle you're seeing on your screen right now. Cormac leading this battle from Gilman, Oman and Baker are in that group of 4 at the moment. The gap this time around, 4.2, so they are losing time at quite a rate of knots.
Oh, yeah, I mean at the rate they're going, Newstead and Patterson will be at fullback up the road by the time everyone else crosses the finish line. It's very, very impressive. 1 minute 22.450. There is the first car behind that second group.
Oh, well, apparently no one has wristbands here. It's all cards. So
your theory has been blown clean out of the water.
But it looked...
My little chum.
But the media crew, we do get wristbands, and one of them is pink. So I'm going to check that one when I go down there.
Right, you do that. Yes, you do that. That's burning questions, ladies and gentlemen. Anthony Jordan, man on the spot.
Yes.
Oh, wheel-to-wheel contact there between Baker and Oman, the 16 and the 17. Still, the top two pulling away the gap now, 4.2 seconds. Well, it was the start of this lap. It's grown already halfway around this lap to 5 seconds. There is Gilman now pushing Cormac away. This is third and fourth. Josh Cormac in that blue, white and black livery kart. And then in that nice like mauve, it's not a purple, it's sort of like a mauve coloured chassis of and there's some encouragement. Go on, get up there! Go on, get up there! That's Otis Cleary warning flag, and Baker makes the move on Oman for 5th position, but they're falling back behind Cormac and Gilman, who are pulling away. Harper Das and Josh Griffin are nose to tail. And that is for Das in 7th, Griffin in 8th. Wortley and Fraser Anderson round out your top 10 down the hill. Here comes the number 50, Max Gilman, 3rd in the point standings. He makes the move. Let's have a little look at the point standings, shall we? Just to see who is where and who is fighting for what. We've got Newstead, the champion, Patterson 2nd, Gilman 9 points in front of Baker, who is just 3 points in front of Wortley. Oh, it's very, very close. 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th and 8th in the championship, separated by 10 points. So that is Baker, Wortley, Oman, Griffin and Cormac. Every position counts for those guys.
It does indeed.
The question coming in, will these drivers be seeded? The answer is, our good friend and colleague Ian Rogers at motorsport-timing.co.uk is beavering away in the rule book to find out. Ollie Westover says 100% wristband. I disagree. I disagree.
Me and you, Ollie, we're on the same wavelength here.
Well,
it's a wristband.
Here we go. Now the battle for 3rd place is closing back up again.
It is indeed,
Gilman, Cormac, they're being caught by Baker and by Oman and Das and Griffin.
They are
so
indeed.
they split up for a little while, but then, like, take that, they reformed, minus a member. Because Grayson Wortley has fallen off the back of the group. There we go. I shoehorned the reference in there.
You did. Well done. Max Gilman then leading that group of 3. The trio, absolutely line astern. And, you know, we say this. We say it in all the other classes. You see them racing so close to each other with absolutely no space between them. And that is incredibly difficult to do. And when you see the Bambino class do exactly the same thing, you've got to think the age that they're at this class. What, 6 to 8 years old?
But we've watched, because we've got a camera on the dummy grid, and the drivers for the next race are watching the kart racing. So we've been able to see the Bambinos. They're watching the other drivers. So they're seeing, they're watching to see how this type of racing works.
They do,
and they watch it and then they go out and put it into practice. The gap between the top two and this battle on your screen now is 7 seconds. Mason Brooks still on a 1 minute 30.08, and his lap times are falling off. I think Mason is, understandably, he might be getting a little bit tired. There's side by side Harper Das looking over at looking across Austin Oman as they drive down the main straight, wheel to wheel, side by side through turn number 1. Das in the number 95 kart still gets it. Now I will I not want to sort of like demand certain camera shots, but I would like to see before we get into the business, I would like to see the number 84 Mason Brooks. He's out there on track. I think he's going down the back straight into Bobby Game Corn at the moment, just because it's his very first appearance at the British Championship, and he's 50 seconds behind the leaders. He's 25 seconds behind everybody else, but he's learning, and he is just doing incredibly well on what must be a very daunting occasion. And of course, this is the biggest, longest track in the country. When you're 60 years old, coming to PFI, the circuit looks like a planet. Yeah,
it does. It is, these Bambino karts, they are very small around this track, and like I say, they can get like 5 wide.
Imogen Summerfield in kart number 13 going around. Imogen, she is in 14th position, and she goes into the second hairpin. And just coming up over the bridge now. So Mason Brooks is coming down the hill now. So here he is. Number 84, black plates, white numbers, novice driver, under the watchful eye of all the officials here to make sure he's being safe. He's having a good time. He had a big wave of the camera into the first hairpin. He goes on the right chassis, and again, he's all on his own, so he's just got to focus on his racing lines. Turn in, look for the apex,
Nicely done.
Mirror single manoeuvre, not using as much the track as he could do, but that'll come with experience. And he did his first race was his first heat was a 1:31.9. He's taken 1.9 seconds off his best lap time. So 10 seconds to go. Now we're back to the business end. This is history in the making. Can Austin Newstead win it all? Nobody in any class of the British Kart Championship since Motorsport UK took it over in 2019 has won every round in every class. No one's in a full season clean sweep. Are we about to see it happen with the youngest driver here in the paddock? Newstead, Patterson has not budged off his rear bumper. It has been perfect. The concentration that Colby Patterson has needed to sort of stay there, to not get involved in a battle. They're 10 seconds in front of everybody else. And as the last lap board goes out, 1 lap of the Bambino season to go. Can Newstead do it, or will Patterson take the win?
We'll have to find out with only this lap to go then, as they go under the bridge in towards the banking. And again, like you've said, Newstead has just been in control of this race all the way through. And again there, fastest lap of the race, 1:22.360 as they go over the literal bridge, down the hill once more. Are we going to see Colby Patterson go for a move? Can he deny that record of taking a final win in each round of the British Kart Championships? We'll have to find out, because only a few more corners to go. Newstead still controlling this race. Patterson is not going for the lunge, and Newstead isn't defending.
No, I mean, Patterson's going to leave it very, very late. This class you can't... Now, here we go. Up the inside, into Fullerton S's. For the first time, all final. Colby Patterson takes the lead, and 3 corners to go for Newstead to fight back. It's 3 corners for the clean sweep or not. He's up the inside into the Mike Wilson complex, but no, Patterson has it. 2 corners to go, 1 corner to go, Anthony.
1 corner to go. Colby Patterson has not won a final this season. He could do now. Is it's going to be a drag line to the finish? It's going to be a drag race to the finish line. Oh, here comes Newstead. It's side by side. It's so close. Who's going to get it? It's Patterson by 1/1000th of a second across the line. Newstead put his hands in the air, but Patterson on the timing screen wins that race. That was the closest finish ever to a Bambino race, and it had to be the last race for them this season. Oh, hold the phone. Hold the phone. It's updated on the timing screen.
It says Newstead by 1/1000th of a second. Well, Motorsport timing, let's have a look again. They come to the line, and there. Oh, by the tip of a nose cone. By the tip of a nose cone, Newstead gets it. However, it's the position, the transponders are all in the same position, and hands in the air. Now, as they go around, look at the big screen. It says champion Austin Newstead. He sees that as he goes through the Fullerton S, so he just sees himself in the biggest screen in the country. He sees himself, hands in the air. Wow. What a final. Now, the transponder is where you measure the results. The transponder is behind the driver's seat. It's in the same position. And it says Motorsport Timing Centre. They've got cell cameras as well. Ian Rogers has got several different cameras here. He has got laptops and pictures and all that to make sure that the result is official and fair and correct. And Austin Newstead, 4 out of 4, a clean sweep, undefeated. Austin Newstead didn't race in the British Championship last year. He's the only driver to be undefeated in the British Kart Championship. He's won every round of this championship he's entered. Brilliant stuff. And there is the... it was literally by the tip of a nose cone. Oh,
if that's an Instagram post I've ever seen, that should be on there. That should be on there.
Ian Rogers is going to send that cell photo to Will at Motorsport, and he's going to put, and Will is going to put that on the British Kart Championship Facebook page and Instagram page later on today. Go and have a look at it, and it shows just how close that finish was. Bravo. people on the live stream saying bravo, bravo, astonishing drive from both. Fair play, says Kerry Roberts. And yeah, well done. Now, if that is the standard of today's finals, we are in for a treat. Where are my tablets? Where are my tablets? I'm gonna need them.
I'm going to need them.
Let's have. I tell you what, there were other drivers in that race. So
Well,
behind Newstead and Patterson, Max Gilman completed the podium. 4th for Jack Baker, 5th for Josh Cormack, 6th for Harper Das. Josh Griffin comes home in 7th. Austin Oman is 8th. Grayson Wortley 9th, and Fraser Anderson rounds out the top 10. 11th was Luke Millwood, then Otis Cleary in 12th, Ethan Lucas 13th, 14th for Imogen Summerfield, and Mason Brooks finishes 15th. The championship standings unofficially: Newstead wins, Patterson 2nd, Gilman is 3rd in the points table, followed by Baker, Wortley, Griffin, and then Oman 7th, with Cormack, Cleary and Das your remaining seeded drivers. For the 4th and final round of the Bambino Championship here at PFI. Now, all the Bambinos that are here will get a medal for competing, and then we will do the top 3 podium celebration, and we will speak to our champion. So, firstly, receiving their medals from Dan Parker from Motorsport UK, we have Austin Oman. Big jump. Oh, nearly broke his leg. There we go. We also have Joshua Griffin. Now they're going to come up behind us onto the stage. We have Josh Cormack. Bit of a backflip there, Josh. Good style points. Now they all finished in the top 10, but we're now on to the top 3. Finishing in 3rd place in today's final, it's number 50, Max Gilman. There's more of those ones, yeah. So Max gets a 3rd place trophy. He finishes 3rd in the point standings. In 2nd place, also finishing 2nd in the 2021 British Championship standings, it's Colby Patterson. Who's got their medal on the wrong way? There we go. Are we all right? We dropped everything? Oh, there we go. That's better. Now, this is going to be slightly different because we're going to do the winners interview down here because it's a bit awkward getting up onto the stage. So, your winner today, the 2021 Wera Tools British Kart Champion in the Bambino class, the only driver to have won every British Championship round he's ever entered, it's Austin Newstead. Now, when you get your medal, if you come back over here, Austin, if you could just quickly come back over here, because we're going to have a quick chat, and then we're going to go up on the podium. So, Austin, congratulations. There's a camera by there. You are this year's British champion. Well done. How are you feeling?
I feel really happy with what I've achieved. I'm proud.
Also, what have you got to say to your rivals? Because you've had some fantastic racing with them all year.
Yeah, it was good for them to be there because lots of them are really like racing. It's hard to get past them, and it's my favourite of racing and overtaking.
Brilliant. Well, congratulations. Well done. Your winner today and your 2021 Bambino British champion, Austin Newstead. Up onto the top step. I think we'll do the rest of podium interviews on the top step of the podium, but with 77 children up there. There we go. So from Motorsport UK, with the winner's trophy, it's Dan Parker, and the #1 plates for 2021, Austin Newstead, your champion, ladies and gentlemen.